Hi all, welcome to my next video of English grammar. That is the 8th video. Today I'm going to bring up something different from the past videos of parts of speech. We'll be learning some small topics on grammar, which is very important while we have spoken English and even grammar, even when we write certain dialogues. So let's guess what's the video is of. Yes, it's question tag. And now before moving to the video, let me remind you, if you have not seen my other videos of English grammar or if you have missed seeing any videos, there is an I button kept above. Please click it and move towards the playlist of all the grammar videos that I have uploaded till now. So without wasting time, let's move ahead. Now, what is question tag? A question tag is a grammatical structure in which a declarative or imperative statement is turned into a question by the addition of an interrogative fragment where we have question sets, something which is asked again for confirmation. That is a question tag. Okay, it depends on certain rules. So we'll be learning golden rules with examples in this video. Now, some important points to note when we are writing a question tag. Question tag should be written at the end of a sentence. It is used in a conversation to make a statement or ask for confirmation. Subject of the question tag is always a pronoun and it's never a noun. Comma is put before adding a question tag and a question mark at the end. Let's begin with the golden rules of question tag with their examples so that we can understand the concept much better. The first rule, if the main statement is positive, that is the main sentence which is coming up is positive, with the auxiliary verb will be negative in the question tag. Now for example, he saw that boy in the market. Now, he saw that boy in the market is a positive sentence with no negativities in it. So there is no not or anything which says something negative. So it's positive sentence and it's in past tense, something which has already been done. So we'll use an auxiliary verb here since we don't have any other verb. He saw that boy in the market. Didn't he? Here saw is an active verb. But question tag is always made using auxiliary verbs. No active verb is used for making question tag. Only the tense is seen for the statement that is provided where it is being said whether it is present, past or future to add the auxiliary verb in the question tag. So here it is past tense. So didn't he? Since sentence is positive, question tag is negative. Now, if the main statement is negative, auxiliary verb will be positive, just opposite of the previous rule. For example, he isn't going to England. So he isn't, that is negative. So it will be positive in the question tag, that is he. He isn't going to England, comma, is he, question mark. Now moving to the next. If there is single subject or noun or a pronoun in the main sentence, then the corresponding pronoun or the same pronoun will be used for a question tag. Please keep it in mind, we will never use noun in the place of question tag. Let's see an example. You are coming with us. So you are coming with us. It's a positive sentence. You is the pronoun. So question tag will be negative and this you will be written in the place of question tag. So are, the negative of are is are not. So in question tag it will be aren't. How is the sentence framed in question tag then? You are coming with us, comma, aren't you? Question mark. Next, Reena is leaving tonight. So Reena is a girl. It's a noun given here. But in question tag we have to always convert it into a pronoun. So Reena is a girl. She's a female. So the pronoun for here is she. So Reena is leaving tonight, comma, isn't. Opposite of negative of is isn't. So isn't she? Question mark. Next one. If there is more than one noun or a pronoun in the main sentence, then the corresponding pronoun to the active subject will be used in the question tag. So just find in the sentence whichever you are writing how many pronoun or noun is given, and you have to focus on the main pronoun or noun about which the sentence is speaking, and that pronoun you will use for the question tag. Let us understand it better with the example given over here. You would think he had forgotten. You and he are the two pronouns used here. But which is the sentence focusing on? It's focusing on you, the pronoun you. So how will the question tag will be? You would think he had forgotten, comma, would will become wouldn't. Again the you will be added over here with a question mark. She wouldn't refuse me. She wouldn't. Wouldn't is already negative, so I would write positive. So she wouldn't refuse me, comma, would she, question mark. Now here what is it saying? If the verb in the main sentence is an active verb without any auxiliary verb, then the verb used in the question tag will be in the form of verb do. Do means it can be do, does or did. Okay, that corresponds with the tense. Tense means it would say whether it is present, past or future in the main sentence. Let us see an example to understand it better. He knows it is true. Knows is the active verb in the sentence and it is in present form. So here we can use either do or does. But check what is it speaking on, whether it is female, male, it or any other pronoun. Yes, it is he over here. He is a gender which speaks about a male. So always remember when you're using present tense, if it is he, she, it as the main subject or pronoun in the sentence, always use does or doesn't. For any other thing, you can use do when it is in present tense. Okay. So the answer over here is he knows it is true, comma, doesn't he, question mark. You wanted to come with me. Wanted is past. Past tense means we can use did here. So you wanted to come with me is a positive statement. So the question tag will be negative. That is didn't you. So you wanted to come with me, comma, didn't you, question mark. Didn't means did not. Always remember this didn't, doesn't, weren't. Always n apostrophe t is not. Okay. She never informed us. She never informed us, comma, it's again past tense. So did she. Understood? Now next, if the main sentence has an auxiliary verb, here we have auxiliary verb, so it is used in the question tag, but with opposite affirmation, that is a positive auxiliary in the main sentence transformed to negative auxiliary. The same we have learned in the first two rules. Only thing here we have an auxiliary verb. We will use the same auxiliary verb for question tag as well. She will be coming, comma, will. The negative of will is won't. So won't she, question mark. You were there at the party. So you were there at the party. Where is positive? Negative of where is weren't. So weren't you, question mark. Do not forget to put comma, apostrophe and question mark. Punctuations are very important when you're writing English. Now the next, if the main sentence has an auxiliary, then it is used in same thing, but here it is negative auxiliary verb is given in the statement. You have to write it in positive question tag form. So see the statement, they didn't call us. Didn't is negative. So positive of didn't is did. So they didn't call us, comma, did they, question mark. She doesn't live here anymore. So she doesn't live here anymore, comma, does she. So I guess all my viewers have understood the topic question tag. It's mostly used when you speak, when you write something, when you use dialogues, when you're using conversation, or even when you're asking for confirmation while speaking to people. So make it a point, question tag is not only a part of grammar, it is very useful for spoken English as well. So before winding up, let's have a thought, a quote by the famous personality Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. So here I would assure myself and I would ask you all to get a promise that even you all will get educated yourself to the top and surely we can change the world. Thank you once again for all of you. A big thank you for watching my videos. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel Learn with Veena Iyer. Thank you once again.